last episode, this is what we saw. It was at the wedding of Sumo. It wasn't exactly a legitimate marriage or tried to force her into the marriage. She sent it. Well, everything went to hell. She jumped off the side. Ran on here. And we continue.
Cover your eyes!
I hate to tell you, Riku, but you kind of warned everybody to cover their eyes.
What was that?
An all-bed flash bomb!
Let me go! I'm gonna kill that Seymour!
Yuna said leave. We leave.
We'll join up with her later.
Break through. Ah! Ah!
Where'd Uni go?
The Vel Palace is temple. Yuna goes to one place only.
The Chamber of the Faith!
So Yuna's gonna try and get that last Aeon. Wait, hold on.
It's too quiet. A trap.
Who cares? Yuna's waiting for us!
Huh?
What's a Machina doing in the temple?
I suppose it comes in handy.
That's not what I mean. The teachings. What about the teachings?
Hey, don't look at me.
I think we've seen by now that the leaders of Yevon are not opposed to using machines for their own purposes. I mean, for shit's sake, they had rifles and robots and stuff sitting out there. I mean, come on.
Another Machina? Hey.
Don't bitch about an escalator.
So this is Yevon's true face. They betray their own teachings.
They treated us like dirt.
Mm-hmm. But this is the entrance to the temple, so you'd have to think every summoner who came here would have crossed through that section with the escalator and that magic door there.
The entrance to the trials.
I wonder if Uni's really in there.
Let's go and see.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Or maybe I'll just stand here talking about it. There's an Albed Primer right here. Make sure you pick that up, because if you miss it, you will not have another chance to get it. Let's save sphere. Okay, here we are. This is the last Cloister of Trials in the game. It's sort of like the last one you absolutely have to do. There's another one you can sort of do, but it's not really the same thing. We'll get into that later. And this is also the most annoying Cloister of Trials, because you cannot walk around on your own. You have to use these stupid little pedestals to have it transport you around from one section to the other. Let's go and do that. I'm gonna go straight first, and then stop off to the left. There's something there we're gonna want to grab. Oh, it's one of them spheres. A Bevel sphere. Now we're gonna take this, and you can carry it, or you can put it on this little pedestal. And push the pedestal back out here and go stand on it. Now, it'll take us away, but what we're actually going to try and do is to go right back to where we were, but move to the right instead of the left. Because this thing is like an endless loop. You reach the end, it takes you back to the beginning. Okay, head to the right this time. Pedestal will form, and you can grab the sphere off of it and stick it in this little recess. There we go. And it opens up a new passageway so we can keep going. Now we're through with being up here. We do not have to be up here anymore. We can move down to the second section. So push the pedestal out there and continue on. Let it reach the end and then reset. Now this first section here, take the right. And go left up here. This is another section here. The second section will repeat as well. Oh, I went the wrong direction. Now I feel stupid. But isn't that a thing? The Church of Yevon goes and uses machines in their own temples. Not just little convenience things, but actual weapons. The horrible stuff that they were telling everybody never to use. It's a sin to use. And that was the reason given why sin exists and destroyed the city of Zanarkand. I mean, come on. I missed the turn again. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to start this back up where we left off. Okay, I cut ahead to where I left off going in the right direction. Head left. You gotta be careful because there's arrows. You hit the X button when the arrow is pointed in the direction that you want to go. We're gonna go miss this one and stop here. And there's a sphere here that we're gonna want to snatch. The control scheme gets a little weird in these places. Now you can carry this, or you can... Actually, I think you need to put this one in the pedestal. Because there's another sphere we're going to have to carry. Now turn right at this intersection. Or miss it. Or go down here. Okay, never mind. I had this backwards. The problem with this Cloister of Trials is even if you know exactly what you're doing, it still takes a while because you gotta move from one platform to the other and push things around and pick things up and put things down. It just takes a while. But this is also the only Cloister of Trials where it is absolutely necessary for you to achieve and use the Destruction Sphere. Now the thing about the Destruction Spheres in all these Cloisters of Trials, the idea was it was an optional thing. You'd pick it up, and if you used it, you get a special item. But there's also another thing involved in this. At the end of the game... I'm going the wrong direction again. Okay, here we are. The idea of the Destruction Spheres is not only to get those special items, but it is also, at the end of the game, or near the end of the game, if you've used all of the Destruction Spheres, you have an option of getting a special Aeon. It is an extremely powerful Aeon that you can use to basically kick the end boss's ass. And, well, I'm going to go do that. I haven't actually picked up all of the Destruction Spheres in all of the temples. I'm going to go back and do that off camera. But the reason why they make you use it in this temple is because you cannot come back here after you leave this portion of the game. So they got to ensure that you use the Destruction Sphere before you leave. Throw the Glyph Sphere into this wall, everything disappears. Here is your Destruction Sphere. Now this is going to go back over to the next platform to the right of the screen, one we were already at. So let's push this. That glyph, that Lavelle Sphere on the wall there, we're going to leave. We'll be back here. Go to the end, let it reset. Continue on forward. Make sure you time your button press correctly. There we go. This is where we put the destruction sphere. Now the passageway is opened up. There's one more sphere we're going to go and grab before we go and take the way up. And it'll be that one Bavel sphere which we left over in this direction. Let's go snatch that up and then head up to the next level. That sphere here, and passageway opens up. Now you can't just run over there. We're going to need an HP sphere. We're going to need to bring the platform up here. You can't push it up the stairs or anything. You can try all you want, it won't happen. It won't happen. So, how do we get across that? Head over here and step on this. The platform appears. And push that onto here, and boom! Now we have our little passageway. It'll take us across. What do we have here? Something nice, I hope. Night lamps. Guess it's a weapon for Kimahri. And we're done with the temple, or the Cloister of Trials. Let's get out of here. Night lamps. A lot of strength buffs. Let's put that on. It's a nice weapon.
Yuna?
Inside, maybe?
Then what are we standing here for?
Hey!
You can stuff your taboos!
How about that? When everyone else is still trying to hang around the teachings of Yevon and all that, Kimahri runs up and helps Tidus open the door. Of course, Kimahri his loyalties have always been with Yuna above all else, so there's that. Must have been a heavy door.
What's that?
A faith. They join with the Summoner, and together receive the Aeon. They are human souls, imprisoned in stone by ancient Yevon rites. The dead should be allowed to rest.
Hey, It's that kid Tius has been seeing in his dreams. Oh, jeez, did that kid just cop a feel? And she passes out. Is this what always happens in this room?
Wait! Don't come out!
There's the last of them. You are to stand trial.
I expect it will be a fair trial.
Of course it will.
The High Court of Yevon is now in session. The sacred officers of this court seek nothing but absolute truth in Yevon's name. To those on trial, believe in Yevon and speak only the truth.
Maester Kelk Ronso.
Summoner Yuna, you have sworn to protect the people of Yevon, true?
Yes.
Then consider. You have inflicted dire injury upon Maester Seymour Guado, conspired with the Al Bhed and joined in their insurrection. These are traitorous and unforgivable crimes that disturb the order of Yevon. Tell this court what possessed you to participate in such violence.
Your Grace. The real traitor is Maester Seymour. He killed his father Jyscal with his own hands.
What is this?
Hadn't you heard?
Oh, you haven't heard.
Not only that, Maester Seymour is already dead.
It is a summoner's sacred duty to send the souls of the departed to the far plane. Yuna was only doing her job as a summoner.
Grand Maester Micah, please send Seymour now.
Send the unsent to where they belong?
Yes. Maester?
Send the dead?
Nah, you gotta be kidding.
You would have to send me too.
What? Grand Maester Micah is a wise leader. Even in death, he is invaluable to Spira.
Enlightened rule by the dead is preferable to the misguided failures of the living.
Life is but a passing dream, but the death that follows is eternal.
Men die, beasts die, trees die, even continents perish. Only the power of death truly commands in Spira. Resisting its power is futile.
But what of sin? I am a summoner, my lord, like my father before me. I am on a pilgrimage to stop the death that sin brings. Are you telling me that too is futile? Grand Maester Micah, I am not alone. All the people who have opposed sin, their battles, their sacrifices, Were they all in vain?
Not in vain. No matter how many summoners give their lives, sin cannot be truly defeated. The rebirth cannot be stopped. Yet the courage of those who fight gives the people hope. There is nothing futile in the life and death of a summoner.
Never futile, but never ending.
Indeed, that is the essence of heaven.
Lord Micah.
Heaven is embodied by eternal, unchanging continuity, Summoner.
No. That can't be right.
Those who question these truths, they are traitors.
Lord Micah!
Oh, wow, things have gotten worse. We'll have to find out what happens next in the next episode, though, so see you then.